Hello and welcome to the Reactor. Oh, here we go. This is Requiem and the Apostle in Triumph from Opeth's Orchid album. This is the last tracks of this album, sad to say. But as always with great things, they must someday end. So the character in this particular vision that Opeth is so great to bring into my brain, the character is now facing the judge and jury to decide what fate this poor guy, that Vietnam veteran, comes back after dealing with major trauma and PTSD and just trying to deal with life again. And it's tough because reality is much different than what one would expect. And people, it's like people with schizophrenia. There's a bit of reality that is, you know, sometimes maybe just us normal folks don't see what they see. Maybe they see something else. They see another layer of reality that we don't see. It's like a fourth dimension or something weird. I always felt that way, you know, it just either listening to people with schizophrenia or studying them in kind of weird psychology books and so forth. It's a fascinating topic. And what are you doing? My word, this cat's gone mad. Probably has schizophrenia. All right, well, let's get on with why am I talking so much? Shut up. Play the music. Here we go. Living it up at the Hotel California. That's a 12 string, all right. God, it's beautiful. Wow. This is wild. I don't think that was it. Was that it? Yeah, that was it. Wow. There was a lot to that, and it's just a minute long. This, really, so recording-wise, it felt to me like there was a 12 string, definitely, and then a hollow back regular 6 string along with the bass, which I think was obvious. But that 12 string sounds beautiful. Oh, it I always love 12 string guitars. Now the mood of this and the style and sound and what do I want to say? It felt to me like there was a bit of like I don't know, a little Western style to it, you know. It had a little bit of some interesting Western techniques in there, I think. I could be wrong. I could be completely out of my brain, but that's what it sounded like. But the classical part of this, you know, just that those pentatonic scales. Maybe I'm wrong, but pentatonic scales or classical scales, where they're really stretching and and bending with now the strings too. I gotta wonder. I know the 12 string sounds like steel strings, but this classical guitar part sounds to me like not steel strings. God, my brain is not working well. Nylon strings. Here we go. Nylon. I gotta hear that a little piece again. It's that Western vibe. Definitely sounds like nylon. Here we go. Okay. Continuing with the Western vibe. It's really cool. Oh. Well, that. Okay. So this, like a part 2. That was interesting. Wild. This is really wild. This is such an amazing composition. This is I wonder if somebody I would love to see somebody do like a really technical deep dive of this song, because it has so many amazing sounds and styles, and the drummer here is playing off some real skills, doing different beats. The bass line is really strange, but the guitar playing is out of this world. They continued in the beginning of this this Apostle song, continuing with that Western vibe of the acoustics from Requiem, and now we're getting into the heavier parts here, but not quite so heavy. Really, just a bizarre ending to this album so far, which is totally different than all the rest of the tracks. So it's, for me, this is like the character is now in front of the judge and jury, but feels like he just entered into some weird Western town where he's got to, you know, duke it out and have a showdown with somebody. It's like it's like you're being forced in a corner, and there's only one way out, and it's not pleasant. Huh. Very, very cool vibe on this song.
Find the defendant guilty on all counts against crimes against humanity.
Caveman drumming. Love it. Oh. Oh, man. Oh, that was wild. It was like a storm passing over. of his voice. Just it's crazy. That's just there's no one else like it. So this is a wild ride. I love this tune. This is got to be one of my favorites just because it's so different than the rest. It just has so many great characteristics. The ride on the drums. Oh God, that's one of my favorite sounds of all time. So this kind of, we find the defendant guilty. That Megadeth song, I freaking love that song. It's so great. From Countdown to Extinction. Yeah, so the hammer's fallen, and well, obviously didn't turn out so well. But so I would say that the guy erupted in a rage, just saying, "What kind of bullshit is this? This is, this isn't reality. Who are you to decide my fate? We're in this world, in this universe together. Why the hell do we have this whole system set up to keep people like me out, out of society when I'm the one that you should be listening to, you bastards." You know what I mean? Yeah, that's great. And this riff. Oh, yeah. What the fuck is this? Jesus. Wow. Nice. My word. Psychosis is beginning to take over again. And then That was a great ending. What a wild tune. Beautiful song. Beautifully written song. Just a league way ahead of its time. In my opinion, listening to music from that realm in that time, and oh man, there was nothing like this ever in that realm that I had been exposed to anyway. What a trip. Just a beautiful song. So the give credit to the drummer. My God, he's got some skills. Just beautiful technique. Right on time. Knows how to do the caveman bongos, and knows how to do a roll, and knows how to do a skip beat, and all these crazy, interesting little rhythmic bits. The guy's got it all. He's got all the skills and the technique. Obviously, the acoustics and the riffs and the lead guitars in this are just unbelievable. I have so much feeling and so much emotion. Really, it just breathes creativity. And so that, I guess, the final chapter of this story is the poor guy has been forced to kind of ask for spiritual help. At that point, when you're stuck in a corner, you try to speak to another power. It's like, why are you doing this to me? What is happening? If you do exist, then why'd you put me in this position? And I think at some point you gotta reflect upon yourself and your choices, and then decide on whether or not it was your doing or it was fate, or was there another reason? Maybe you can reconcile with your spiritual entity if you have one, and maybe you can turn yourself around or turn others around. And, a lot of people have done really bad things in their life, and have come out of it with a reflection of helping others. And so, maybe you can turn this around and do your best. If you know someone that is struggling mentally, sometimes all they need is just a little help, just a bit, just to talk, just to kind of ground them. I think a lot of people that think a lot and have a mental disorder tend to overthink, and there's a rabbit hole of which they can't get out of until they're just like, hey, ground it. Like, let's talk to the dirt. Let's talk to the ground. Let's get back on planet Earth. All right, let's take a walk in the woods or something. So that's my take on this. What a beautiful album. Just a calming insanity. There's so many beautiful parts in this album, and so much heaviness, so much raw power, and I think it sounded absolutely perfect for the time and for what the music is. It didn't need a big production company. It didn't need a lot of engineering. It was fine. It was absolutely fine the way it was. Maybe 30 years later, add a little more atmosphere, add a little more spaciousness, but really, at that point, with this style of music and with the creativity and talent that they have, it's really not needed. That's my opinion. And, well, it's sad to see this album go, but, well, what's probably next, right? Until then, cheerio!